Now, one of the roster moves that we saw yesterday with the New Orleans Saints, and I think it happened like literally, Alondra, right when we got off air yesterday, was the Jake Haener, like literally like sign off
as soon as we
roster.
signed off.
Yeah, Jake Haener. So, Jake Haener, thank you for the photo session you gave us. We'll always have that. Appreciate it. But now it's just Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler on the Saints roster. In the first segment of the show, we talked about Spencer Rattler being named the starter for the New Orleans Saints. But now, what do they do? I would assume that they're going to bring in a veteran quarterback. Does not mean they're bringing in somebody to compete for the starting job. That just kind of means because you've got a second-year player and a first-year player, if you do bring in a third quarterback, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't do that. Would it be a veteran guy, somebody that is kind of I'm just throwing a name out there. I don't mean bring this guy in, like a Trevor Siemian type guy to maybe help out with that room and help them get ready for the game day process?
Yeah, I think you got a lot of options to weigh there. Do you bring in a guy like we talked about Tommy DeVito yesterday? Do you bring in a guy like that who's exciting, showing flashes, but at the end of the day, he's kind of a young guy trying to get – I don't know if you go that route because you got two young guys. Yeah, you want to find an experienced – I would say you would find an experienced guy that can just kind of be the old salty vet in the room, kind of give you a little wisdom. I know that they got, Scott Tolzien, who is an NFL vet, as the quarterback coach. Kellen Moore, of course. They have a lot of NFL quarterback experience on the staff, but it's always good to have a peer as well, and especially someone that you can watch in practice. You can still watch footwork and things like that, because I learned a lot just by watching veterans in practice, like watching them in person, like watching how they attacked every drill.
Yeah.
Because they learned it from somebody who learned it from somebody. It's just like you learn those ways. So if you don't have anybody to kind of emulate in practice, it's kind of obviously hard to do that. It's great to have an NFL vet, Scott Tolzien, as a quarterback coach, but he's not sitting there doing the reps.
Yeah.
He's teaching the reps and teaching you how to do, but you don't get to actually watch it. So I think that's good, but you got to be selective on what vet it is. I would assume that the highest priority would be a vet that's experienced in the type of offense that Kellen Moore wants to run. That would something tells me that would be
DiNucci. Was he there at the Cowboys same time?
Yeah, he was.
DiNucci?
He was with the Saints last year for 3 weeks.
All right. So, to your
I like
point.
Tyler Huntley. He's out there. He got released by the Browns. He's still young. Like, he's about to be 28, but that's been a backup for a number of years behind some really good starters.
I like that. I can take that.
I'm trying in my brain. I'm trying to think. I think for the Chargers, it was Easton Stick. As T-Bob would say, Western Branch. That was the backup. That's not who you're looking. You're not looking to bring that guy in. I mean, it's not what you're looking for. To your point, I mean, you want somebody that's been in the fire.
You got another Joe Flacco out there. Bring him in.
He's busy starting for the Browns.
I'll sign up. I'll go.
You wouldn't.
There, I got a job.
Yeah.
Right
How are you going to do this and that at the same time?
I can do it.
It's not an absolute that they're going to bring in anybody. I mean, the quarterbacks they had in camp were second year, rookie, third year.
Mm-hmm. You need somebody. I mean, you need another quarterback there.
Did you sign Jake Haener back on the P squad?
Why not? I mean, if he's available and wants to do it, why wouldn't you? I mean, you have to, just from an operation of day in, day out practice, you have to have a guy that runs the majority of scout team. Got to have another. You can't just have two arms. Like we carry, most of the people are. I think the majority of NFL teams probably carry two quarterbacks on their active roster, but they're gonna have a third and maybe a third and a fourth on practice squad or part of the organization. We carried two the whole time I was in Green Bay, nearly, except for my rookie year. But there was always three in the room. There was just two on the active. Because you just can't operate practice. It's hard to operate an entire practice for an entire week with only two. A lot of throws.
All right. This is going to be maybe a weird question. When you bring that person in, if they do, the veteran guy, do you not want to threaten your two young quarterbacks? Like, let me throw a name out there, Jameis. If you brought Jameis Winston back, former number one overall pick, and like he's with the Giants. But I'm saying if he would have gotten released, would that have been too high of a profile backup to bring in? Does that make sense? Would you want to bring somebody in
No, I
that's
don't
giving
think
you
so.
all those things?
No, I would like to. Dude, that would be fan. If that whole situation worked out, if that specific scenario worked out, a guy like Jameis Winston would be great to bring in. I don't think it brings too much pressure. I don't think it puts in like too much pressure from the back. Like you better do good, or we got Jameis here, because Spencer's going to feel that anyway. Like let him throw an interception in the first half of the first game. Like everybody's going to be like, oh, Tyler Shuck. Like that pressure's already there. Then on the other hand, if Tyler Shuck was the starter, I don't think you'd be feeling the pressure of Jameis because he does have the second round. He can like hang his hat on that whole second round pick situation.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh, well, he's the future. He's the chosen one, blah, blah, blah. Like he just needs to get reps. He's got to go through those. He's got to go through those interceptions and bad decisions. But like Spencer makes a mistake early. Oof. Put the earmuffs on. I don't think that would happen.
Pitchforks and riots.
Yeah, I don't think if Tyler Shuck did that, I don't think it wouldn't create the same noise and the same buzz because he's new, he's fresh, he's got the second round.
Like this is,
tag.
And look, it's just a poll for social media, so like it's not the say all be all. But so Nick Underhill, who's got a ton of followers, over 100,000 followers, he put it to a vote. Like, who do you think the team like? What do you think of the team's decision to go with Spencer Rattler at quarterback? And it had 1,500 votes. 80% agreed with it. 80.
Okay.
So, I mean, I do think Spencer's got a little bit more fandom than we assume.
Yeah, but just like always, unless you got a Hall of Fame guy, the backup quarterback's the most popular guy on the team always.
No, it's a Jew. What?
Except me?
Yeah, after that, Clemson being hydrated-ish.
I also said some very bad things about Clemson before that, though.
I don't remember those now, though. It's tainted.
Remember? Dabo's going to be getting stem cells?
Yeah, okay, I did remember that. All right, so we're going to be watching the waiver wire, see what the Saints do. Unfortunately, they cut our guy Clyde Edwards-Helaire yesterday as well. Now, Nick said that could be a possibility, and also like tell him to stay close, sign him on the practice squad, have a vet running back ready to go. So the Saints are going to be highly active on the waiver wire, and we'll continue to update you on what they do.